When Adam joins us in the Everyday Gourmet kitchen, we're usually cooking some pasta. Today we're doing something slightly different. What are we cooking?
Still a form of pasta, Justine. We're doing couscous. And we're going to serve with a beautiful grilled duck breast, some orange, mint, and some Persian feta.
I love duck. Really versatile meat. Use chicken, so duck should be used a little bit more too, I think.
Definitely. And the thing about couscous, you know, couscous people worry about how to cook it. It's easy. Work on equal parts. So 1 cup of couscous, 1 cup of hot stock.
That's all you need to remember with couscous. And then it takes like, what, 5 minutes, it's ready to go.
Definitely. And then it's all ready to go, and then you flavour it with whatever you like. So in this case, we're putting the orange, the mint, the watercress. OK,
so shall I start cooking
Please.
this?
So we've got some boiling chicken stock over here. So you're going to get 1 cup of couscous and 1 cup of stock. So I'm just going to get the pan on for the duck, Justine. OK. And I'll pass you over the...
So you can use water, so boiling water for this, but I guess the stock gives it extra flavour, doesn't it?
Yeah, and look, you know, if you didn't have chicken stock, you could maybe, like you said, infuse some water, maybe put some bay leaf, some onion into, just get some flavour, some garlic.
Yum.
But the stock is the key. So we just got our breast there. I'm just going to score the top of it just a little bit.
So I always, when I'm cooking duck, leave the skin on. I think it keeps it nice, almost like a little blanket.
Definitely.
Keeps it nice and moist. And, of course, crispy skin. We all love crispy skin.
Love crispy skin. Love it. And look, by the time it's cooked out, all that fat from that skin has rendered out, so you're not really eating as much. And people think, oh, it's too fatty, but it's not. So just take that little bit of excess fat off there, Justine. Great. Some salt into there, some olive oil.
Olive oil.
And then just cover it with some cling wrap. 5 minutes, let it sit, and basically the couscous will absorb all that beautiful stock, and there's our salad. So score this second breast. A little bit of salt, please. Salt,
there we go.
Thank you. So we're just going to season that a little bit. Underside as well, don't forget about that side of the meat. Get that into the pan. Just slowly start heating it up. So you want that fat to start rendering out of the breast, and then you get it nice and crisp. So about 3 to 5 minutes on the skin side, get it nice and crispy. Flip it over for 1 more minute and then into the oven for about 5 more minutes.
Great. And you didn't put any oil in there whatsoever because I guess the fat will be there.
Look at that. Already that fat has started running out of the duck breast and you don't need any oil whatsoever.
Fantastic. Can I do any prep in the meantime?
So I'll get you onto the orange segments. So basically within the couscous salad we're going to have some beautiful orange segments. We're going to use one of these oranges. When that duck comes out of the oven, we're going to hit it with some fresh orange juice. So that's just going to absorb it, and we're going to let it rest and make a nice little bit of a glaze that we're going to do just to pour into and over the top of the duck breast as well.
Like the classic duck à l'orange.
Very much so.
All right, well, I'll segment these. Beautiful. We'll wait for that duck to finish, and then we can start putting it all together.
Yeah. All right, I reckon our duck's ready.
Smells so good in here.
Beautiful crispy skin. Now we're going to do, just to let it rest, we're going to grab the orange, deglaze it. So that sweetness from the orange will just get in there, help break down that bit of fattiness as well.
A good hit of citrus and sweetness also goes quite well with the gaminess of the duck, doesn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. What I'm doing here, I'm just using a fork just to separate the little bits of couscous.
Very nice. I'm just going to chop up these pistachios very roughly. Look, you could throw them in whole, but I just don't want too big a crunch in there.
No, and I like when you chop them up, you can see that really nice, vibrant green colour inside too.
Yeah.
So what else shall we add to this?
Those beautiful orange segments that you've done.
Great. So just get a handful of those.
I'm going to pick the little baby mint leaves as much as I can with these little baby fingers of mine. Not.
I should be doing that. I've got the baby fingers.
You do that. I'll get the watercress. Look, if you don't like watercress, you could just put some parsley in there, maybe some rocket as well. But I just like that little bit of chewiness in the watercress.
Yeah, and it's a little bit peppery, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
And that nice stalk, you know, that crunch again.
All right.
OK. Then our Persian feta as well, which is made from goat's milk.
It's not an overpowering flavour, and it's not too salty, which I like about it.
Yeah, and it's nice and creamy texture. So when I was a kid, my grandma used to make a salad with orange and ricotta or whatever cheese she had in the fridge.
Yeah.
And it was a breakfast salad.
Yum.
So this is where I incorporated this with the duck and the beautiful couscous. Works.
Fantastic.
Perfect. OK, so we just need to give it a splash of white balsamic. I like that real fresh, clean taste of the white balsamic. A little bit more salt and some pepper. And then just a nice little line down the middle of the plate there, Justine.
OK. pepper.
That.
Yum.
So I'm going to see if this duck's ready. Let's see if we've rested it long enough.
Let's have a look. Look at that. It is so juicy.
It is. And look, you think that you've overcooked it, but then the pinkness starts to come through.
Yep.
And that duck breast is so tender.
Looks good. And nice thin slithers of that. Oh, so good.
And let's just squeeze one more in on the end. Let's take some of these fantastic juices from the duck and the orange. And the best thing about the couscous, Justine, is that it actually absorbs that flavour even more. So you already got the chicken stock flavouring it, then the orange, then those natural juices in there.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's one of those dishes where every mouthful you have, you've got all those different elements. The orange, that feta, everything goes so well together. Can't wait to try this one.